Good day. Today I have brought you to a tiny little place in West Wales called Nevin with a very suspicious tree. So I'm going to show you the bleeding yew tree, and I discovered this tree when I was a kid because we used to come here all the time camping. It's a magical place. It's deep Wales in the middle of nowhere. My voice is a bit croaky, by the way, because the entire journey here I have been singing my little heart out, so I do apologise. But the bleeding yew tree, there's lots of mystery around it. Yeah, like I said, it's in deep West Wales. So there's not really any parking around here. I've ended up parking in the Tavern Arms car park, which is the only pub that I know of in the vicinity. I hope they don't mind. They're currently closed, so I hope they don't mind that I've parked here. There's plenty of space anyway. But I'm going to head up to the yew trees now, and I'm going to show you and tell you all about the legends behind it. Okay people, here we go. So I've just parked in the Tavern's car park and I'm walking up past the River Nevern now. The weather is awful. The River Nevern is really high. Whoa, look how high that is. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I do love a bridge. We are coming up to a really picturesque bridge. So it's very exciting. There's the bridge. Wow, I can't believe how high this river is. It's so fast. Going over the bridge. Worth mentioning, there is not a footpath. Oh my god, I just love being on a bridge. Sorry. Fangirl moment over. And also, there are sheep. How's it going? Right, so here we have Nevin. I told you it's absolutely tiny. There is the village hall and the church is just up there, which is where we're going to. Tiny place. So we actually know about this place, like I said, because we used to come camping down here. And there's a place called Manor, which is where we used to camp. And honestly, there's nothing to do there except for explore all of the wildlife and all of the nature around. There is a pool table, or there was a pool table when we were there, in their little bar thing. But in general, our camping experiences and our camping holidays were just about getting out in nature and enjoying what was there. I can recommend that campsite, very peaceful. But the back of the campsite, there was like a pathway through like forests and woodlands and stuff, from what I remember. And you could walk all the way to Nevin, which is so beautiful, so cute. Just coming up to the church now. These cute little steps. I've just read on the information board, love an information board, that these steps were used by gentry to mount and dismount their horses in a dignified manner. Wow. Oh, it's so pretty, even on a grey day. So I'm just getting a little bit of shelter, walking alongside the river. I think the church might also be closed, like the church grounds, but I think I'm going to be a bit naughty and just go in and see, because I did come all this way. Wow, this is so beautiful. Oh my god, am I trespassing? Look at that! Pathway alongside the church leads up to someone's house. But you can also have that view as well. Just be careful though, because it's quite slippy here, and if you're in that water, although it's really shallow, like the current looks strong. Back to the front, and I'm just gonna sneak in here. Whoop. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, quite creepy. Now, which one of these trees is the one that bleeds? I'm just gonna have a little wander. Oh my god, it's so creepy. Wow. I have very different memories of this as a child. Less creepy, but I suppose when you're with your family it's a bit different. Okay, so I've been on a little mission. It's the second one on the right, which is this one. Whoa, there it is. There it is. Here it is. That is the bleeding yew tree. And so there's a couple of legends surrounding this. Oh my god, I'm so creeped out in here, it's unreal. Like I've got the, what's it called, the heebie-jeebies. The jeebie-heebies. Yeah, so the first legend is that the tree will, it's quite political, the tree will continue to bleed until there is a Welshman on the throne of Nevin Castle once more. Now, I'm pretty sure Nevin Castle is in ruins now. Maybe we'll go see that later. But yeah, that's one legend. The other legend is that back in the day, a monk did something awful, really terrible, a terrible crime, and he was to be hanged. But before he was hanged, he declared that the tree that he would be hung from, aka this one, would bleed to protest his innocence, essentially. So if he's innocent, the tree would bleed forevermore. And so, here we have it. So these trees, these amazing trees, are 700 years old. Wowzers. The more reasonable explanation for this is that there are nutrients in the soil that react in some way that cause this red sap to seep out. It actually dries pink as well, not brown, so it's not real blood. And don't go try and like touching it or tasting it or anything, because apparently that's poisonous. So I'm not going to touch it or taste it, but that, friends, is the bleeding yew tree. You come in through the entrance, you've got one tree, two tree. That's the one. This is the one. What theory do you believe? Tell me in the comments. I would love to know which one is your favourite. In the meantime, I'm going to go and have a little explore. Let's see if we can go find the castle ruins. Right, now to gather my bearings and go find this castle, these castle ruins. Another bridge, people! Another bridge. So actually, the way I went before, I didn't have to trespass and I could have come up this path. But anyway, I went around over that bridge and now I've got a sign in front of me which says Nevern Castle. I'll show you. Nevern Castle. And a bit sketchy for trainers, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, we are rock and rolling. Oh, I just love it around here, it's so peaceful. Okay, so the walk is quite steep. It's been raining heaps, so it's quite slippery, especially with all these leaves. Just be warned. Whoa! Can you see what I mean about deep Wales? It's basically like the greenest places you've ever seen in your life. Okay, we're up to some steps. Oh, look, there's a little chair. I say little, I mean big. So all of this used to look like that. So apparently this space in the spring and summer is where we can see loads of bluebells, orchids, primroses, and apparently you can get buzzards up here as well. So is that the throne the Welshman's supposed to sit on? The anticlimactic. So apparently they've been doing lots of archaeological digs over here and they found wooden structures from the 12th century. They think it was like part of the Great Hall. I also learned that Nevin used to be a really important part of West Wales in terms of like political holdings and all sorts of stuff like that. So lots of history around here. Here we go. Here's the little throne. So like, does a Welsh woman count? Can it be a queen? Queen? Welsh queen of Nevin? Queen of the castle? Why not? 2020, man. I'm heading up there now. Let's go see what's up the top of the motte. The first castle built at Nevern was built in 1108. 1108, that's crazy. By an Anglo-Norman guy called Robert Fitzmartin. It did have a big old wooden tower, but that was later replaced by a stone tower, which you can kind of see now. Here is the tower. Yep, I don't think that pond is usually there. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's because we've had so much rain. Pretty cool. Earlier on, I saw on the information board that there's also a cross somewhere with significance, so I'm going to go on a hunt to find that now. So we've done the church, we've done the yew tree, we've done the castle, now to find the cross. Whoa, so slippy. Look at this, gross. Whoa. So for Christmas I've actually asked for walking boots, waterproof ones. I think I need them. Back down the stairs we go. Okay, streams down this road. I think it's up here. I could be very wrong. Right, it's up here. There is a sign. So that's what you want to look for. A little pathway and the sign. Whoa. Aha! Here it is. Can you see it? That cross right there, built in the stone. The pilgrims used to come here on their way to St David's. They used to kneel and pray at the cross here, and so much so that there's actually an indent in the rock where they used to kneel. People used to kneel and like touch it and pray. Does that make sense? Can you see that? And apparently there's some footsteps around here too, which I'm going to try and find now. So I was just complaining about how they lied and there were no footsteps, and the only footsteps I could see were my own when I found them in the rock. So there's one, and they go up the rock over the hill. Pretty nifty, pretty nifty. Right, so that's the church, the yew tree, the castle, the cross, the steps. There's so much history here, so much to see, and obviously all the wildlife as well. So yeah, come for an adventure here, it's super fun. Should we go down the pilgrim stairs? Here we go. But they've got crosses in them. Oh shit. Yay, my feet fit. They must have been tiny pilgrim people. Tiny pilgrim people. Yeah. Whoa. Don't jump. Do not jump.